big focuses of our school is nature connection and making sure that nature is a part of what we're doing, that there's a conscious connection to nature. I wonder, in the past 100 years, in the course of John Muir's legacy, do you think that people have become more out of touch with nature? If so, how do we get back in touch?
So I think that there are reasons for concern, and I think the things like you're doing at the school are really great, and where my concern with it though is that we often measure, are people connected to nature? A lot of those studies that say people are less connected to nature are looking at things like membership in these organizations, or visiting national parks, or fishing licenses, or hunting licenses. And I'm not sure that those are the only ways to measure people's connections to nature. What about gardens in the city, or pets even? I talk with a lot of people who have very deep connections to nature through animals, or through gardening, and I think we do know that having a connection to nature and having nature in your life is really important. There's enough studies of that for like health, for cognitive abilities, for feeling good about the world. But we also know that if it might be a little sacrilegious here, like, is if you don't, if you can't get out into nature, being able to see nature from a window is pretty darn good. And even being able to see nature on a TV screen can do part of it. Those are. I know you're shaking your head, but there have been studies that have. That have looked at this, and so I'm a little bit like, I think we should really think capaciously about all the ways to, think about, to interact with nature. So a friend of mine has a daughter, he was going to take her to the aquarium in San Francisco, and she wanted to bring her iPad, and he was like, no, don't bring the iPad. We're going to see nature, leave it home. And she insisted, and they went to the aquarium, and she went through with the iPad, taking pictures, taking notes. And like by the time they were done and they got home, she had posted like a story about their trip to the aquarium, was sharing it with friends. I think that's pretty cool.